My cholesterol came back at 349. My doctor's advice, no cheese, cut out the red meat, and here's a prescription. He didn't give me a plan. He didn't give me any ideas how to do it. Just do it. I didn't want to be on medication my whole life, so I tried to go the healthy route on my own. I cut out the cheese. I stopped eating meat. I was eating salads and peanut butter and jelly, while everyone around me was eating mashed potatoes and meat and burgers and pizza. I was hungry. So honestly, I just gave up. But now I know it doesn't have to be that way. You can eat food that you actually enjoy without dumping everything out of your refrigerator. In this video, I'm going to share 4 easy steps that will get your cholesterol moving in the right direction. I'll share how to make progress without having to go all or nothing, and a 10-minute habit you can do after your meals that will help your heart health dramatically. And then I'll show you how to make this whole thing fit your life so that it actually sticks. At the end, I'll share the exact starter kit I wish I had when I first was trying to lower my cholesterol so that you can do this easier and faster than I did. If you've ever tried to change your eating habits before, you know that it can be exhausting, and most people give up before they even start to see results. The problem is, they see the test results, they hear their doctor, and they panic. They go home, they take everything out of their refrigerator and their pantry, and they try to do everything overnight. The problem is, that rarely ever works. Over the last 30 years, I have been helping people transition to a plant-based diet for their health. I have learned that starting with adding instead of subtracting is the way to go. Most Americans don't get half the recommended daily allowance of fruits and vegetables in a day. So we're going to start by adding fruits and vegetables. We're going to shoot for 6 servings a day, which is 2 servings at every meal. In addition to that, let's add in some beans as well. So you could do a half a cup to a cup of beans every single day. This is going to do 3 powerful things. It's going to boost your fiber intake, which will pull the cholesterol from your body. It will also feed your gut microbiome, which is super good for your heart health. And lastly, it crowds out those unhealthy foods so that you can eat healthy without feeling deprived. While you're doing that, start collecting plant-based recipes. Make a Pinterest board or print out recipes. Do whatever you have to do. If this channel is a great source for great plant-based recipes, so subscribe, and that will help you in your next step. Because adding fruits, vegetables, and beans is a great start, but it's not enough to get your cholesterol completely under control. There are 2 more things that we need to do. So just like in school, once we're really good at adding, we're going to start with subtraction. And we're going to handle that one day at a time. This week, pick just one day to go completely plant-based. That's every meal of the day plant-based. And what I mean by plant-based is that you're going to eat whole foods like whole grains, beans, fruits, vegetables, nuts, things the way that they were made in nature. Less foods that are factory-made and full of additives. But don't worry, you're not just going to be eating salads and raw foods. We're talking about real foods with real ingredients. You can make some of your favorite foods just a little bit healthier. Think of things like hearty soups, pasta dishes, burrito bowls, or stir fries. We're talking about the kind of food that fills you up but tastes really good. A super simple plant-based day could be something as easy as oatmeal for breakfast with some blueberries and some bananas and a handful of nuts. And then for lunch, maybe you'll do a big taco salad with beans and tomatoes and avocados and all the good things. And then you're going to have for supper, maybe you want to do pasta. Something super simple like marinara sauce over whole grain pasta or chickpea pasta. And you can serve that with a salad with beans in it. That's it. One day a week, that's wholly plant-based. That gives your body a rest from cholesterol for the day, but it also gives you a chance to collect more recipes and realize that plant-based eating can be totally satisfying and delicious. So keep on the hunt for more great plant-based recipes, because once you get good at one day, we're going to add a second and then a third. The more days that you eat plant-based, the healthier you will be. Don't just search for plant-based meals. Look for meals that will make your mouth water. I put together a starter kit that had a digital copy of my full cookbook with all my best recipes. So if you don't want to sit around scrolling through recipes and blogs and Pinterest figuring out what to eat, This cookbook has 120 fantastic recipes that have been tested and tried. It's also got 5 done-for-you meal plans as well as eating out tips. If you want that, there is a link in the description box below, because the more recipes you have, the easier it will be to make this transition. Just a quick note before we move on to the last step. Don't let negative thinking or negative people throw you off track. There is too much at stake here. It's your health, it's time with your family, so make sure you stay on track. Who cares if people think you're eating rabbit food, or if they tell you you're not being strict enough and say, well, you might as well give up if you're going to eat something like that. Don't worry about it. You have a plan, and you know that plan is going to work as long as you stick to it. It's that all or nothing attitude that causes most people to quit. Just keep moving on slowly and steadily, and someday you'll be celebrating your 90th birthday in style. What surprised me is that timing is everything when it comes to walking. Did you know that taking a 10 or 15-minute walk after each meal is better for your health than a long 1-hour walk randomly throughout the day? And 2 of those 10 or 15-minute walks will dramatically improve your heart health. It's true. A 10 or 15-minute walk after eating uses up the glucose in your system and keeps you from getting those high blood sugar spikes, but more importantly, it helps you to lower your cholesterol over time. And get this, research is showing that these short, consistent walks throughout the day is better for you than training a marathon. Because walking is gentle enough that you can do it every day without stressing your body, but it's still powerful enough to strengthen your heart, improve circulation, and help your body process the fats and sugars more effectively. Think of it like rinsing your dishes. If you rinse your dishes right after you eat, the food comes off super easy and clean. But when you let your dishes sit for hours after you eat, it gets dry and crusty and they're hard to clean. Your arteries work in a similar way, in that if you take a walk right after you eat, it gets a head start on cleaning out that fat and sugar from the meal that you just ate. But if you sit after your meal, your blood doesn't get moving as fast, and your sugars and fats sit into your bloodstream and start to cause trouble. You don't need special gear or a gym membership to do this. You just need to have space to walk around your house, around your neighborhood, or wherever you are. If it's raining or it's snowing outside, you can walk around your house, you can walk up and down your stairs. Just get moving after you eat. I just started doing this recently, and it was a little bit harder to build that habit than I thought it was going to be, but I feel so much better when I walk after I eat, so it's totally worth it. The best plan is the one that works for you and your family, so make this plan your own. That's the only way it's actually going to stick. Start by adding and then subtracting. But if you hate oatmeal, find something else you like to eat that's healthy. If taco night is sacred in your family, then add a veggie taco to the meal, and don't make your family eat the same way you're eating, but give them an option that helps them eat healthier too. This is not about perfection. This is about creating a rhythm that you can live with. If you can start seeing yourself doing this in years instead of just weeks, then that's when the magic happens. You just have to get started. When I first made this transition to a plant-based diet, I didn't have a plan, I didn't have any recipes, and I needed help. That's why I created the starter kit just for you, so that you can have a plan and recipes that will work for you. The starter kit includes my popular 120 recipe cookbook with full meal plans, up to 5 weeks worth of meal plans, not counting variations and things like that. It also includes a pantry guide, eating out tips, printable worksheets, and a 4-part video series that will walk you through each step so that you won't be alone in the process. The starter kit is only $27, and it's a super flexible plan that works for you and your family. There's a link in the description box below, so make sure you grab that, and while you're down there, subscribe to the channel so you get more great recipes and tips.